What it is, what it do, man. Y'all already know it's your boy DaSlap. Hey, the first round of the playoffs in the books. Finally, we had one game seven yesterday. Golden State, Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? That was probably one of the best series of the first round. But let's go ahead. Let's go and get through this first round. You know, I went 6-2. You know what I'm saying? I went undefeated in the West. I had Phoenix and Denver, LA and Golden State, but I had Milwaukee and Cleveland and Philly and Boston. So Milwaukee and Cleveland, yeah, we'll get to those. We'll get to those two teams in just a minute. So, oh man, mosquito bit me. Yikes. But yeah, man, let's go ahead. Denver, Minnesota. Say, man, when Minnesota made this trade for Rudy Gobert, I knew it wasn't the best decision they should have made. You got two big men that really ain't they can't mesh, you know what I'm saying? Both of them a liability on defense. Karl-Anthony Towns think he's a guard and want to shoot a whole bunch of threes instead of getting in the paint. When he got a mismatch, he want to cry and foul. I mean, this is the biggest crybaby in the game right now. It's Karl-Anthony Towns. Rudy Gobert, yeah, but Anthony Edwards, man, oh yeah, he had three games under the age of 22 with 30-point games. So that was his third. He had two of them in the playoffs. He had a 41 and a 34. So can they keep this guy? You know what I'm saying? He missed the game time shot in game 5, and he just ran off the court, man. You know, he want to win, and I don't think Minnesota building that team, and I don't even know if that coach gonna be there that long, because the way he, you know what I'm saying, don't call timeouts because they had a 15-point lead in game 5. They had a 15-point lead, but we know about Minnesota. They done lost every game in the regular season. They won the play-in, but see, that don't count. So they done lost every regular season game that they was up by double digits and lost that game. They was 0-18 or 0-19, something like that, but that's ridiculous. So, but Denver move on to the next round. And Jamal Murray looking like bubble Jamal Murray, man. Y'all better put some respect on his name. Jokic doing what Jokic do, making the offense, you know what I'm saying, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. So, yeah, they deep. Bruce Brown, KCP, like, they deep, man. So can they sustain it and keep it up? You know, with being the number 1 seed, it's a whole lot of pressure on you to represent the finals, which y'all ain't never been to. Y'all ain't never been to the NBA finals, so could this be the first year? Denver win in 5. I told y'all it was gonna be a gentleman's sweep, and that's what it was. Phoenix, LA. Phoenix and against the LA Clippers. I can't just say LA. You got both of them in the playoffs. Kawhi jumped out there, 38. Ooh, go and get it. They take game 1. Game 2. Durant, Booker, you know, they get it going, they get it together. Ayton start finding his groove with the little mid-range jumper from the free throw line. Bye. He was knocking them down, you know. And then we get to game 3. Kawhi not playing. I said, oh man, knee. I said, they say he tweaked it in game 1 and played through it, and then played game 2. He had 38 and 31. Like, I don't know. That might be the last time we see Kawhi in the playoffs or in basketball, man. You need your knees, man, to play the game of basketball. So yeah, it's very hard to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? To keep having the same injury right around that same knee. So, but Phoenix, once that happened, Phoenix took both of them in LA, came home. Close the show. I mean, Clippers gave a gallon effort. They fought hard in that game 5. They was down by almost 20-something. They came back and had a chance. You know, if that 3 go down for Westbrook, or was it Westbrook or Batum? One of them had a good look at. I think it was Batum. He had a good look at a 3, didn't go in. You know, and then Russ turned the ball over, and Phoenix just held on, did what they were supposed to do, moved on to the second round. 5 games. I said that was gonna go 6. But they won in 5. I think Phoenix just had a little bit more, even though Kawhi and Russ. Oh man, shout out to Russell Westbrook, man. He turned the clock back. I mean, what was that game? What was the game 2, game 3, where him and Durant was going back and forth. So it was good to see Westbrook play like that. Hopefully he can carry that over into next season, get his mental back, and start. Because, I mean, you still can get to the basket at any time. There's nobody that can stand in front of you. You still go hard. You give it 100%, man, when you out there. So salute to you, my brother, for doing that. But, yeah, Phoenix get the dub. The upset I told y'all. L.A. Lakers at them Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, yeah. Game 1, Reeves. Hachi, bless you, Mora. Hachi, bless you, Mora. Yeah, he had 29. The Lakers had 6 different five different leading scorers in 6 games against Memphis. You know what I'm saying? 5 different leading scorers. Anthony Davis led twice with 31 in like game 3 and game 5. So, but yeah, game 1, Lakers. Hey, they took it to them. They got the dub. Game 2. I mean, Ja go down in game 1 with that hand, that bad tape job that they had on his head. He go down, boom. So he was out for game 2. Memphis came out, Bang, Bang come out, boom, busting it. Dylan Brooks getting it, talking his trash after the game. This is where, what was it, Dave Chappelle? Yeah, this is when that moment. Yeah, when you messed up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get after the game and going to interview talking about he old, LeBron is old, which, I mean, he's 38 years old. He's been playing for almost 20. He's been playing for 20 years, man. So, yeah, he old. To you, yeah, he's old, but come on, man, don't talk to that guy like that, man. That's disrespectful. Then you say if he don't put 40 on me, I ain't going to respect him. Game 3, oh, my goodness, Lakers jumped out 30. I see that score, I was like, after the fight, shout out to that tank. Body punch. Yeah, caught it. Yeah, Ryan Garcia. Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to you, man, for taking that fight, man. A lot of people don't take fights like that. They want to keep their record intact and keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? Who they want to fight. So shout out to you for taking that fight against Tank. But hey, man, Tank hit hard. I mean, he hits hard. When are y'all gonna understand that he hits hard? But if he stay in that division, you still got Devin Haney, you still got Shakur Stevens, Lomachenko and Haney finna fight in a couple more weeks. So that's gonna be whoever win. They gonna be the under. They gonna have. I mean, Haney got all the belts, so if he retain, he's still gonna be on top of the mountain. He lose, Lomachenko gonna be on top of the mountain. But yeah, that game after that fight, we turned on Lakers game. It was 39-5 or 6. I was like, oh my goodness. What was that stuff you was talking, Dylan? Looked like y'all about to be down by 40. He ain't gonna score 40, but it looked like they were gonna be up by 40. But they go on win game 3, game 4. The Lakers pulled it out again. Like I say, they had five different scores, 5 different leading scores in 6 games. So, and that game 4, here you go, LeBron, 22 and 20. Sent it in the overtime. I mean, come on, man. He might be old, but Dylan Brooks, Memphis, y'all didn't know that his strong hand is going to the right. Y'all just let him go to the right. Oh, give me that tie game. Then in overtime, they just took over. He got that and one late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 22 and 20. Like Shaq say, you add that up, that's 42. So he did put 40 on you. He had 22 points, 20 rebounds. He put 40 on you. Then Lakers go take the night off in that game 5. They like, man, look, we still got a game at home. Let's not try to exert, get nobody hurt. Anthony Davis, get nobody hurt. Let's try to just get out this game. And they was down by 3. They still was in the game. Memphis went on that run late in the third quarter to push that lead up, and then Lakers like, all right, man, let's go take it to game 6. Well, we gonna beat them by a 40 piece, 125 to 85. Dylan Brooks never talked to the media again after game 2. It was at that moment. You, Dylan Brooks. And guess what? I got a special present for you, Dylan Brooks. Slap yourself 2 times for running your mouth at the king, the GOAT. Slap yourself 2 times at Dylan Brooks, man, because you call us your Memphis Gizzards. Yeah, the Gizzards. They ain't even the Grizzlies until they stop all this and go handle their business. I told y'all in the prediction show that they was gonna lose this series, and that was gonna take them down. They had to touch that ground, and then they got to get back up now. So now they got to get out there, grind, stop all that yapping, and maybe they can get it. They can get back in it and try to do something next season. But I told y'all that they wasn't gonna win this series because they did all this, all that. So, but the Gizzards, not the Grizzlies, the Memphis Gizzards. Yeah, y'all know what Gizzards are. You about to go somewhere? I'm doing my show. Now I gotta move all around. Goodness gracious, man. Nobody wanna wait. They could have waited till I finished, man. So, but yeah, here I am, man. So I'm on the side waiting on Niche to pull out. But yeah, man. Hey, yeah, them Lakers took care of business. Like I say, the best series of the first round. Sacramento, Golden State. Oh man, first two games, Sacramento took care of business. De'Aaron Fox, welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying? You showed up. You didn't back down from the 4-time champs or 5-time champs. You know what I'm saying? What they 4-time champs. Yeah, you didn't back down from them. So kudos to you. Yeah, Draymond, he was out there doing the Golden State stomp instead of the 8-time stomp. He was doing the Golden State stomp on Sabonis, man. But Sabonis grabbed his leg. I mean, what you want the man? But yeah, he could have like kicked back or something, but he stomped on him. Bah! Didn't get kicked out. I mean, he got kicked out the game. Then he got suspended for game 3. So we had Golden State. That road record might be, that road streak might be in jeopardy. It might be in jeopardy. They go home. They take game 3. Sacramento needed to win at least one of these games in Golden State. In Golden State, that's what I felt. In order for them to win the series, they had to win that one of those when they was up 2-0. But Golden State go get the dubs. They up 2-0. I mean, they tied the series at 2. Then we get to game 5, and Clay had one of them game 5s that he done had over the years, man, where he get his team to will his team to victory. You know, Curry have his, but Clay hit big shot after big shot, knocking it down, getting it done. Hey, they go up 3-2, and then they go to streak. They win a road game. So that's 29 straight playoff games where they won at least one road game. So, man, goodness, man. Hey, if you can keep them from winning on the road, you got a chance. But that's a hard task. Then we go to game 6. Sacramento came out like gangbusters, man. They like, man, we ain't finna lose this game. You know Mike Brown had them boys ready to play. And you know, you can see the styles, you know what I'm saying? They similar styles, but they just can't, they just ain't have enough veteran experience and leadership, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of veterans and experience on that team, but they played like they had enough experience to beat Golden State. But they go and take game 6 in Golden State. Now we go to game 7, and Steph Curry had the greatest game ever in the history of game 7s. Nobody has ever scored 50 in a playoff game. This boy dropped 50 in a playoff game. Game 7, nobody has ever done that in game 7, and he did that, willed his team to win. He made 20 shots. They only made 23 as a team. I mean, the rest of the team only made 23 shots. Clay was like 4 for 19, 2 for 10 from the three-point line. Wiggins was like 5 for 16. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was the next high scorer on that team with 17. Curry had 50. Or they won 20, and they ended up winning by 20. Ain't no lighting of the beam. They didn't get to light that. Well, they probably lit it up in game 6 when they beat Golden State, but they didn't get to light the beam up at home. They lose at home. Hey, great season. Build off of that, because I mean the NBA in the West and as a whole is shifting to, you know, younger players, especially in the West. You know, you got a lot of cats in the East that didn't been in the playoffs. They didn't been in a situation. So, but in the West, you got a lot of, you know, young talented teams that they gonna be battling, because Golden State ain't got too many more years. LeBron ain't got too many more years, and that's just how it's gonna be. These younger teams gonna be battling not, but the team that's getting this experience now, they gonna be like this, and the teams that's trying to build up there, yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But we're gonna see, man. But Golden State get the dub, so we got Golden State, LA, we got Phoenix and Denver. Phoenix and Denver already played one game. Denver won game one. But I told y'all I had Phoenix and LA in the West Conference Finals. In the East, the first round, Miami. I said Milwaukee in 5. My bad, Milwaukee. Miami, my bad. I forgot about that boy Michael Jimmy Butler. Hemi Butler. Oh man, boy had a 56-point game, a 42-point game. He scored 98 points in 2 games. They go get the dub in Milwaukee. They get the dub in Milwaukee and in 5, man. I know Giannis got hurt, went down. You know what I'm saying? He went down in game 1 with his back. He sat out games 2 and 3. Came back game 4. Came back game 5. They blew 2 double-digit leads in the game 4 and game 5. That's how Jimmy had that 56. And I said, oh man, upset. That's the 6th time in the history of the playoffs that an 8 seed beat a 1. So shout out to Miami. Shout out to my boy Brandon. Yeah, he a Miami Heat fan. So he said that they fit better. They match up better against Milwaukee, which they did. They beat them in the bubble, and now they beat them. And now they huh? Why does everybody want to bother me while I'm doing it? No, hey, move the car. Now see what? When I finish, I get it. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Milwaukee, hey, good season. Giannis, you know what I'm saying? I understand his frustration after the game. They asked him, was it a failure of a season? Yeah, shoot, it's a failure if you don't, for everybody that don't get to the finals. You feel like that's your ultimate goal is to get to the finals. And if you don't, you feel like it's a failure. But, shoot, if you ask Michael Jordan, did he fail 9 times? He'll tell you, yes, I failed 9 times. I succeeded 6 times, but I failed 9 because I didn't get to the finals. But, he had that obstacle that they call Detroit, and he had to get through them. But, yeah, Miami get the series win in 5. Then we got, New York. Oh, Cleveland. Oh, man, Cleveland, I was disappointed. Y'all, especially you, Donovan Mitchell, 11 points. What was that, in game 4? Garland, you couldn't hit the side of a barn in game 3. Y'all got to that Garden and y'all got shook by that crowd. That crowd shook y'all from the jump. Y'all had a fairly decent game 4. Then game 5, Julius Randle get hurt. I thought that was going to be y'all chance, and y'all still ain't do nothing with it, man. Y'all didn't come back. Y'all lost at home in 5. New York fans went crazy. They back in the second round for the first time, and I think when Melo played the Heat, you know what I'm saying, and they playing the Heat again. So that's crazy. Since Melo, I think, was with New York, was the last time. But yeah, Garland, Donovan Mitchell, you played real poor. The last y'all won that game 2. You had 17-13, and then it's just. Hey, you look like playoff Donovan in Utah, you know what I'm saying? Get good and early and then falter down the stretch. But Cleveland, good season, man. Y'all know y'all gone fishing too. Everybody that lost, they gone fishing. But yeah, Cleveland, Then we had our only sweep of the first round, Philly over Brooklyn. Embiid should have been kicked out of game 3, but hey, it is what it is. Now he said they saying it's a knee injury. I thought they just went send him home, but he ain't playing tonight, so I guess it is something serious with that knee injury. So yeah. But yeah, Philly get the sweep. So Harden, we're gonna have to see. Like I say, you're gonna have to turn back the clock, get Houston Harden. If Embiid ain't playing, they're gonna have to see that Houston Harden a few times in this series against Boston. Yeah, Boston 1-6 against Atlanta. Ice Trae had his only one good game, and he could do that. He hit that 3 from deep to win the game, to keep the season alive. You know, they were down 3-1. They won that game, went back to Atlanta, Boston, handle business 4-2. So we got Philly, Boston, which I had, and Miami, New York. Miami and New York started yesterday. Miami got the dub. Jimmy, we waiting to hear about that ankle, man. Waiting to hear about that ankle. So let's just see what it holds. Here we are in the semifinals, man. Hey, y'all might get some more the Daily Slap BA playoff edition, man. If y'all tune in to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, yeah, that's where I'm posting the daily Slap BA. So if y'all on one of them streams, just go check it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. Hey, I've been enjoying this first round, so let's see what the second round gonna hold for you, boy. Hey, you already know it's your boy, DaSlap. Trying to hurry up and finish before I get interrupted one more time. Y'all know what I'm saying? But yeah, Dylan Brooks, one more time.